you gonna have to be in tune with your star player, cause these haters do not play fair.
Haters so fresh, outfit a mess. Roll and pace, gas stacks on this. Turn my swag on, flyer than y'all. Call me a Maverick, cause the way that I ball. If I ain't tell me who.
Hi YouTube. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I know I did. So today's look is inspired by Ateyaaa, Ateyaaa. She has a channel here on YouTube, and she did this purple eye that I have fallen in love with, so make sure you check out her channel. I'm beginning with a new alternative intensive eye cream. It's by AVON. I have started moisturizing my under eye area and my lid before I began applying my makeup. And I think it really helps keep moisture there in that area. You do so much around your eye area, it's important to protect it. So now I'm applying MAC Ochre, my color corrector underneath my eyelid. Sorry, I kind of got out of view there a little bit. And I'm also going to apply some to my top lid as well. But before I move on to the top, I'm going to apply my concealer, and it's MAC. The color is NW25. It's Select Moisture Cover. I love it because it goes on, it's a very light formula, and it goes on very smoothly and blends easily. I have under eye creases, several, so it's important to me that my concealer isn't too heavy, but that it's lightweight and blends easily. If I ever have any left over, I always go over my top lid just to put the remaining there. But I have also learned to correct the color under my eyes before I apply my concealer. That works wonders. I actually now have moved on from ochre to pure orange in the color corrector. It works a little bit better, I think. But now I'm going to apply the ochre all over my eyelid as a sort of primer. If you are a woman of color, then you know that you have several colors on your actual eyelid, and if you're wearing a lot of colors for your shadow, it's important to provide a really good base, solid color base before you begin applying color so that your colors shine through better. Okay, so I picked up the MAC 253 brush. That's what I applied my ochre with. I think it's 253. My numbers have rubbed off. If you are a MAC lover and you recognize that brush, please give me a shout out on my comments page and let everybody know what the number of that brush is. So then I picked up my palette by Coastal Scents, which I love, and it's the 88 Ultra Shimmer eyeshadow palette. These colors are incredible. I really love them. I have to admit, when I saw the purple eye look, I was like, I'm going to look a hot mess, but you know what? I'll try anything once. I ended up loving it. So now I'm just applying the that pink color along the bottom of my eyelid there. And with pigments, highly pigmented colors and shimmer colors, especially if you already have your foundation and your concealer on, you want to make sure not to get any fallout. So if you pat the color, you will minimize the fallout that you get. Additionally, it will help the color go on better, because if you kind of smooth the brush through, all that happens is you, in essence, just kind of thin out the color. So now I'm going to get that pure black at the bottom, and I'm using a brush by Avon that has an eyeshadow brush on one end, and on the other end it has the angled brush. So I'm using the angled side now to kind of create a little wing on the top. And I'm also going to draw a line straight across my eyelid there, because I'm getting two distinct colors. So I want to make sure to create a nice defined border between the two. Only as a base though, because you'll definitely want to blend this in, but in order to get some definite shape with your color, then I found this really helpful. So just kind of feather it up all the way across. And when we apply our purple over this, it will look really pretty, kind of smoked out. And don't forget to blend that at the corner too. So now I'm going to come back in and pick up that purple. And it only takes a little bit. If you use the coastal scents, then you know a little goes a long way. Except for the orange. I found that the orange was really transparent. I'll have to do a tutorial on that one. I really liked it, but I have a little trick that I picked up to kind of pick up more of that orange color. But anyway, apply your purple all along where we've drawn that black border or line. Remember to kind of pat. Don't get too wild with the brush. Just kind of keep it right where you want the color. We'll get into our blending a little later. But just keep working with it, kind of drawing it down as a kind of a backward 7 across the lid and down the side of the eye. So I'm going to pick up this kind of pink and lighter pink shade at the top of the palette. And what I've discovered is you don't necessarily want to use a white in your brow area when you have a lot of colors. You want to kind of stay within the same color spectrum, if that makes sense. So you want to go lighter, but you want to kind of create a nice faded look from pink to purple to, you know, a lighter pink or purple. So you just kind of want to create a nice visual there on your eyelid. So again, I'm just kind of tapping this across, kind of bringing it down onto the purple just a little bit because I don't want to get into my under eye area. Well, I am in the under eye area, under my brow area there. So now I'm going to take, this is just a generic brush that I picked up, but it's made out of bamboo, which is really cool. But it has a small, soft brush tip up top. They're actually really good. I'm thinking they may be rather expensive, but I looked up and found them at a thrift store. And I think this is natural hair. Anyway, I digress. Take this, a brush like it, similar, really soft bristles, and blend that entire lid, going in circles. I know you can't really see what I'm doing there, but just kind of going in little miniature circles all around. And don't worry about losing any color. You can always go back and add more if you need to. So now I'm going to pick up this ochre, which is also a tip that I got from Ateyaaa, and I love the way this looks. So I began by going under my eyebrow area to define my brows really well. And I'm also going to use this as my, not really a highlight, but I don't want vibrant colors all the way up to my brow. I think that would just be an overkill. So I'm going to use the ochre to kind of finish the look at the top. So now I'm just going to take my black eye pencil. Any black eye pencil you have will be great. Sorry I'm out of frame there, but I'm just lining my waterline here. And a very good tip is to, after you line your waterline with a regular black kohl pencil, is to take a gel liner or a black powder and go over it. It will help it set and last longer. And you also kind of want to bring it down into your lash line. So you don't want just color on your waterline, because it's called a waterline for a reason. If your eyes water throughout the day, that color will vanish unless it's waterproof. But typically it's pretty hard to keep color on your waterline unless you have it set. So I've got the angled brush, and I'm using my AVON Satin Gel in Black Pearl. And this is a great formula. It really helps your existing eyeliner stay in place, or you can use it alone. It works well too, but I don't like to get that brush too close to my waterline. It's just not comfortable. So I use this on the top or to go just beneath my lash line on the bottom. So now I'm lining my top lid, making sure to get as close to my lash line as possible. You guys check me out in part 2.